When was the last time you had a headache? And what did you do about it? Did you grab an aspirin, or did you try and be brave and ride it out? There's often a reason why we have headaches. They don't just turn up for no reason at all. Maybe we're dehydrated, perhaps we drank too much coffee, we're feeling tense, or there's a whole host of other possible reasons. Taking a tablet when we've got a headache seems like a smart idea because A, it usually works, and B, it's a fast solution. Especially if you compare that to maybe, grabbing a glass of water, getting some fresh air, or contemplating and resolving why we're tense in the first place. So it's easy to see why we use headache tablets. But what if the headaches keep coming back? Have we just been kicking the can down the road by not taking the time to resolve the cause of the headaches? Using time off as a solution for a team member who's struggling with their mental health is the headache tablet many leaders reach for when confronted with a scenario. And why wouldn't they opt for it? As just like a headache tablet, it appears to remedy the problem as the issue disappears. Temporarily, anyway, because it's out of sight. But is this just short-term thinking? Whilst taking this approach to supporting struggling team members might seem like a wise idea, we need to consider why we're suggesting it and its implications. Now, I think one of the main reasons why time off is used so readily by managers is because over the years mental health has become ever more medicalised and towards biological factors, meaning it tends to move further away from the psychosocial factors in life. Now, this focus on biological factors probably encourages leaders to treat it the same way as biological and physical well-being problems, for which people might benefit from time off, to rest and recover at home in bed, in order to heal or at least not perform their usual physical activity at the same level. But when it comes to mental health, there is no physical ailment to be healing and recovering from, as it may be psychological or social factors that like overwhelm or divorce or bullying that's causing the distress. And if you're honest, would a few days rest have any impact on divorce or bullying? I doubt it very much. Now, rest can do wonders for our state of mind, as we're probably all familiar with how good we feel when we've been getting plenty of quality sleep. But what if the individual's feeling anxious or experiencing severe mood swings or hearing voices? What benefit is time off going to give them? When we talk about time off, we assume it's the same for everybody. But time off for the widow who lives in a noisy block of flats is very different to time off for the person whose partner will be at home with them and they live in nice surroundings and nature. So when suggesting time off, it might be wise to consider what that means in reality for that individual. Because in one case, you might be suggesting an environment that could have a detrimental effect on the individual's well-being, even though in their state of distress, they might think it's actually a good idea. Now, speaking from my own experience, time alone was the thing I craved the most when I was struggling, and which actually turned out to be the worst thing I could possibly have done, and it definitely contributed to things getting worse for me. So anyway, I just wanted to put these few ideas out there for leaders who maybe haven't yet questioned using time off sick as a valuable tool. And actually, is it, whether it's useful or not? Because it's often, if we're honest, quite a frontline form of defence a lot of managers use. In my experience, personal as well as from conversations with managers who use time off as a tool and employees who want it, it doesn't always match up in reality to what we logically expect it to do. And in many cases, it actually does quite the opposite. Like I said, in my experience, it was definitely a case of be careful what you wish for. Remember, there is no physical ailment to be recovering from. It's an emotional one. So bed, Lucozade and grapes don't apply in the same way that they do for some physical health issues. And maybe like with the headache, maybe we need to pause and explore multiple options before popping the pill of time off sick. If you'd like to get your copy of my free report, 3 Mental Health Myths Every HR Professional Needs to Know, just click on the link in the text below and I'll get your copy over right away.